It showed up on a Wednesday. A plain envelope, no stamp, no name, just 4B written in tidy block letters. My apartment number. It sat on the mat like it belonged there. Inside was a single line. You left your kitchen window open. I hadn't. I double-checked. The lock was still latched. That was the first one. The second came 2 days later. You should call your sister back. I hadn't told anyone I'd ignored her message. Still, I called. She sounded relieved, and I felt watched. By the third note, I'd started checking the hall before unlocking my door. The building was old, the kind where sound travels but secrets don't. The third envelope waited on my kitchen table. Not the floor, not the mailbox. Inside. My stomach turned cold. The note read, "You forget to eat when you're worried. There's soup in the fridge." There was soup. Homemade, steaming when I opened it. I didn't touch it. I poured it down the drain. That night, I pushed a chair under the doorknob. The police came, took my statement, asked if anything was stolen. No, just added. They said to keep an eye out, then left. Days passed. I barely slept. Every creak of the pipes sounded like someone breathing behind the wall. Then, another envelope, on my pillow. It's okay to be afraid. Check the mirror at 3:17. I tried to ignore it. I failed. At 3:17 a.m., I stood in front of the bathroom mirror, trembling. Nothing. Just me. Then, behind me, a shadow in the shower. I yanked the curtain. My own coat hung there, damp, draped over the rod. I laughed until I almost cried. The next morning, I taped a note to my door. "Who are you?" When I came home, my note was gone. An envelope waited instead. "A neighbor. You needed help." Help? I spent the day staring through my peephole. Old Mrs. Alvarez, the mail carrier, a woman from 4A, thin, quiet, eyes like she'd seen too much. That night, another envelope lay inside my kitchen. "You're getting closer. Check the manager's spare keys. The landlord said he'd misplaced them." Right. I bought a camera, aimed it at my door, and waited. At 2:03 a.m., motion alert. A hooded figure bent, slid an envelope under the door, then pressed their palm flat against it, right where my heart would be. 5 seconds. Then gone. I replayed the footage, zoomed in. A faded logo on their shirt, a local nonprofit, a youth center. My neighbor 4A volunteered there. The next morning, I confronted her. She didn't deny it. She only said, "I wanted you to notice." "Notice what?" I asked. "That you still exist," she said. "You live like someone who's already disappeared." She told me she'd tried to die last year, that she left letters for herself then, reminders that the world still reacted. When she saw me, alone, careful, quiet, she started writing again. For me this time, for both of us. The key under the extinguisher box, the window, the soup, proof she could still reach out. We changed our locks. Some nights she sits in my kitchen while I cook and we don't talk much. Once, she left a final envelope on my mat. "Thank you for noticing." I kept that one. It lives taped inside my cupboard beside the coffee filters. A reminder that sometimes being seen is being saved.